Hello, welcome, let's get right to it. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how to do the corrupted gauntlet. Now, I understand that you probably have completed it, but you're having trouble with consistency, so that's what I'm going to be going for here. I'm not going to be going for speed, I'm going to be going for consistent runs, okay? Before I go ahead, we're going to be doing tier 1 prep. I would recommend 85 plus combat stats. And another thing that I would recommend is we're going to go for 3 Grim Leaves, because this makes it less sweaty. You can just leave your prayer on, you don't have to flick the little mobs. And another thing I would recommend is expand pitch limit for the camera plugin. This is a default plugin. So this helps you during the boss phase. You can do this. Kind of helps you view the boss. In my opinion, that's what I found. So now before I do an actual run, I'm just going to show you what we're going to be doing. So we're going to do a little loop-de-loop like normal. We're going to peek at these rooms, okay? And our goal here while we're doing the loop is if you encounter a big mob before you encounter the small mobs, just kill the big mob. It's all good. Because there can be times where as you go through these 5 rooms, you might not encounter any small mobs, right? In that case, but you may have encountered a big mob somewhere here. What you can do is you can open up these rooms, obviously, but just kill the big mob, right? So I'm going to go with that ideology that if I see a big mob, I'm just going to kill it, okay? Once you've peeked at these rooms, assuming there's bosses here, depending on where the last boss is that you've killed, so if, let's say there's a boss here and a boss here, let's say you kill this guy and then this guy, you're gonna rotate like this. You're not gonna worry about these 3 rooms, you're gonna rotate up like this, and then we're gonna check these 3 rooms. If there isn't any boss here, you just go up here and then go like that. So we're just gonna, the main purpose of doing it this way is we're gonna ignore these 3 rooms. We're gonna rotate, we're gonna do it like a zigzag fashion. Of course, if the last boss you killed was here, you're gonna go like this. If there are no bosses here, just make a judgment call on which side you see more resources, like fishes or whatever, and then go for, like, path your way in a zigzag fashion to here. One way you can tell that you're on the right column is this home tile, right? If we go straight down this column, there's going to be a boss room on either side. So I'll show you when I do this for real. And then now as you're doing the first loop, if you happen to see any wood or wool here in these rooms and you haven't already gotten them, pick them up. If you see fish or herbs, don't worry about picking them up. But if you see wool or wood and you haven't gotten that specific resource, just get it from here. Okay, so let's try to put this all in practice. Okay, so we're gonna open up the closest room to us. Okay, we're gonna grab the wood. Now, of course, once you're done with the axe, you want to drop it, so we're gonna drop the axe. Inventory management is really important. We're gonna peek this room and notice which tile that I'm peeking from. I'm not gonna peek from here. I can take damage, right? So you want to peek from these 2 tiles. So let's peek from here. Okay, there's a boss there. Now there is ore there. Maybe I should have gotten it. Now see what I was saying? Just kill this mob. It's all good. It's gonna guarantee a weapon frame. And I can just leave Piety. It's taking really slow, but it's gonna hammer the point even more. We'll have enough time. Okay. Notice how, like, I'm just keeping my prayer on. Super chill. We're gonna pray this because I'm gonna take damage. Then again, I'm peeking from this side, like this tile right here. There's an herb there. I don't care. There's some fish here. Let's grab the fish. We don't need to kill that because we killed the scorpion. I'm going to leave my prayer on because I can. Hello, this is me from the future. I just wanted to make a comment on this segment. I don't have all the resources required to make armor. So, had I had more fish in my inventory, I would instead cook the fish first and then drop 4 fish. I wouldn't drop all of the fish, but I would drop 4 fish. And then I would go on to make the tier 2 staff. In this case, I didn't have a whole lot of fish. So once I resume the video, I'm going to make a comment that, oh, I didn't have enough fish for me to drop. That's kind of what I meant. There will be times where you'll have not all the resources required to make the armor, but your inventory will look more full than mine. It'll have more fish in the inventory. So in that case, cook the fish, drop 4 fish, and then proceed as normal. You don't want to drop all the fish because picking them up, dropping them and picking them up takes time. So yeah, so again, in summary, if you have more fish than me and you don't have all the resources required to make armor, go ahead and drop fish. If you have all the resources required to make the armor and you have a bunch of fish, because we'll make the armor, your inventory will clear up and you won't have to drop the fish. So yeah. Then I don't have enough fish in my inventory to drop them, so I'm gonna make 3 of these, and notice how my prayer is still on. It's all good. Like with 3 potions, it's really chill. I can even leave this on like this. You also want to fill up your vials at the fish spots, so now there is an herb there, but I'm not going to go for that herb because it's kind of out of the way, because we're going to zigzag up there. I'm going to fill up my vials, and then I'm going to be done with my drop some stuff that I'm done with. Should have dropped my pickaxe earlier, but oh well, it's all good. I'm gonna drink 1 dose. You can actually crush the spike, but we'll be fine. I'm doing a little zigzag pattern. Now I know that I'm going to be centered on this column here, so I know that this is going to be a demi-boss room. My inventory is looking a little bit full, which is gotta be careful how I want to do that. So I'm going to pray this. I still need 1 more herb. Hello yet again from the future. Just a quick tip and comment. When you're killing the bosses, the demi-bosses, you want to keep an eye on your inventory and make sure that you're not carrying anything extra that you don't need. So if you happen to have an extra weapon frame, drop that. If you're still carrying your pestle and mortar and you're done with it, or your axe or your pickaxe, drop that. Reorganize your inventory. when you're like having that little time between the demi bosses kill allows you to kind of clean up your inventory. Again, like I mentioned in the video, inventory management is a real skill that you want to know. You don't want to have a very full inventory and come across a resource that you might need, but your inventory is all jumbled up, and during that moment you're like, oh, what do I do? So prior to getting to that moment, you want to clean up your inventory. You can also clean up your inventory while you're running around, making big runs across rooms. So yeah, clean up your inventory, make sure it's nice and tidy, and a good opportunity right now is during demi bosses. So you'll see me make a comment that, oh, I don't need a certain thing just now. Um, that's what that's kind of what's going on in my head right now. I'm kind of looking at my inventory. I can drop this actually. Kind of want to scan your inventory of what you don't need. I don't need an extra weapon frame, so got rid of that. Okay, I'm gonna open up this tile because I'm close to it, or this room because I'm close to it. I don't care about fish right now. I'm gonna go back home, and I'm gonna make some armor so that my inventory clears up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to look for herbs and like more fish. When you're going for fish, like I'm on my third run right now, right? My third run, I'd like to do a loop around Hunliff because the rooms around Hunliff give a lot of fish. So we're gonna do a loop around Hunliff. And we're gonna look for an herb. There it is. Great. I can even drop my scepter right now because I have a bunch of fish. So I'm just gonna drop my scepter. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna make my potion. I'm gonna rearrange my inventory. And I'm just gonna drop one fish. And boom, that's it. We're done our prep. I can drop this even. And that should be enough fish. I'm gonna drink a dose of restore because my prayer was kind of low, and we still have a bunch of time. Holy cow. Okay. Let's do this. Now for the boss, let's get up close and personal. Just get real up close and personal with him. Because we want to stay in the middle. When the tornadoes hit, you want to run away to the edges of the room. So being in the middle first helps with that. Okay, I took a bit of damage. Hello, this is me from the future again. I just wanted to make a comment about my boss fights in this video. I'm fairly sloppy because I haven't done the Gauntlet in a while. I'm currently on an Inferno grind and I've ran out of money for runes. So I'm back at the Gauntlet, and yeah, I haven't done the Gauntlet in a while. I've always wanted to make a video on the Gauntlet, but I never got around to it during my initial run or during my initial grind when I was corrupting my bow and whatnot. But now I'm back and I figured, oh, I might as well make a video now. But yeah, you'll notice that I've taken tornadoes that I really should not have, and I'll take some more tornadoes and I'll miss a couple prayer flicks. But I'm usually not this sloppy. It's just I've been out of practice. But one thing you'll also notice is when Hunliff does the tornadoes at the very beginning, I tend to eat up. And when you eat up to full, right when the tornadoes start, you can afford to be a little bit sloppy. So that's why I do that. And yeah, so you can afford to make some mistakes, but you really shouldn't be eating tornadoes at this phase like I did. So yeah, I just wanted to make this comment. Usually not this sloppy, been out of practice. All right, thanks. There, gotta be careful. So again, I'm really up close and personal. Of course, when there's tiles like this, you can't be, but... Now, for switching your weapon, you kind of want to keep in the back of your mind that you've attacked a few times with this weapon, so it's probably time to switch. That's kind of how I go. I don't count my attacks, obviously. Got lucky there. I'm going to try to get as close as possible to the center as I can. I've attacked a few times with mage, so I'm going to switch to range. Stay in the middle as long as I can. Now, because I'm running around, I can eat at this point. So I'm just going to eat. Okay. Let's get up close and personal. We can't. Let's drink some prayer. Let's drink again. I've attacked a few times with my bow, so I know to switch soon. I'm running around and eating. When the tornadoes are coming, just run around and eat. Now, of course, you want to still DPS. At least during phase 1 and 2, you want to keep your DPS. You don't want to just run around on tornadoes. Look at how much food I have. Like, I'm chilling. Oops. Now I'm eating. Made a mistake, but it's all good. I can even heal like this, yeah. Tornadoes are coming, so I'm just gonna run around. I'm just gonna, like, my entire priority right now is just running. I'm not gonna DPS. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna make sure my prayers are, like, I'm keeping up with my prayers, and I'm just gonna run. And I'm just gonna kind of demonstrate that you can do this for a while, like. So, another thing with phase 3 is I don't like these tiles. I like standing at this tile. It's a little bit closer to the center, and it just, yeah, it helps you kind of run around better. I don't know. So I'm just gonna keep and I'm gonna kind of demonstrate that you can just focusing on running, that's it. I'm not focusing on DPS. Took a bit of damage there, but I have so much fish that you can take a bit of damage. It's all good. get right up close to the middle. And then just run through. You can run through. Okay, I took a bit of damage there, but... So, like I said, I like this tile. I don't like these tiles. Let's try to do one more. Gotta be careful of my prayer. I'm gonna try to get into the middle as close as I can, and then I'm gonna move. And then I kind of like to do some square patterns. And again, I'm like, because my HP is low, I can just start eating. Now I can just kill him. Let's do one more run, just to kind of drill it home. Okay, so we're gonna do, open this guy up, kill the mobs, keep your prayer on. Got a lot of prayer. Let's grab our shit. I'm not gonna get the corrupted teleport crystal because we typically don't get those, so I don't want to rely on that during this run. Let's just leave our prayer on. Okay, I'm gonna check this room. Okay. I get rid of this, and I can get rid of this. Now I'm gonna assume that I hadn't gotten these small mobs. So let's assume that I didn't get them and I encountered the scorpion as my first mob. Right? I'm just gonna kill the scorpion. You can do that. And sometimes you even get some good shit. So okay. Got kind of lucky with the bosses. So, and I got lucky with the resources, so that's, it is what it is. Make tier 2 staff, and then we're gonna make this shit. We're gonna go here. Just gonna leave this on. Oh, I thought I saw a dragon here. Didn't get that lucky. I thought I saw a dragon as well. Grab my herbs. Let's do this. There's a lot of fish over there, so go over there and make the potions. Leave this on too. Let's crush up the shards and drop our pestle mortar. Let's fill up the vials. And let's make the potions. Drink 2 doses. And now we've made a lot of space in our inventory, so we can do a little bit of fishing. Don't need all of that, so. And because I know I'm in the same column as the main room, I know this is gonna be a boss room, so. Okay. Okay, unlucky, sweet. Or wait. I needed to check these rooms. Now, even if there wasn't a boss over there, I would have had, like, I could check this room too. So, we have a lot of time. I'm gonna drop my scepter because I see a lot of fish everywhere, right? I don't need to hunt for fish. So I'm just gonna drop my scepter. I don't need another weapon frame. I'm gonna drop a couple fish. And I'm gonna drop these guys. I'm actually even gonna drop my teleport crystal. And then I'm just gonna run. Fuck it. Just to kind of demonstrate that with good prep, it's all like you'll have a lot of time. And I could even have some time. I could even grab like this fish maybe. Do a little bit more fishing. Maybe I don't want to eat because I'm not full, so I'm just gonna go and grab this fish as well. Hello yet again. So I don't know why I didn't go for the fish drop that's just above me. Brain must have been AFK. I don't usually go for this fish. The reason why I'm going for this fish is again to demonstrate for beginners or people who are not so consistent with their boss kills that you want to prep well, and prepping well for beginners and people who aren't consistent means that you go in to the boss kill with a full inventory of fish or a near full inventory of fish. So you'll see me like completely load up my inventory with like as much fish as I can get. And yeah, so that's very important for you if you're not consistent or if you're a beginner. Make sure you go in with a full inventory of fish. Make sure your prayer's topped up. Not only go in with a full inventory of fish, but make sure your HP is topped up as well. Yeah. I'm gonna drop this. Okay. Now, again, get real up close and personal. There is one thing I want to demonstrate that I didn't get a chance to because Hunlif wasn't in the center. When he's in the center, you want to try to move him away. Gonna run away and eat. Because I'm done eating now, I can attack. Obviously want to pray these guys. Definitely pray Steel Skin. Helps a lot. But to move Hunlef, you kind of, right when he attacks, you can just step into him. And then step out. And it can kind of move him. But be careful of how long you're stepped into him. Again, I know that this is going to turn, but I have enough time to get off my attack. I'm not going to rush getting out of there. Even now, even just now, I was able to get off an attack before I left. DPS is super important. Now I can eat. Can even go through them, yeah. Like when they're like a couple tiles away, you can go just run through them. Again, I'm gonna try to be as close as Hunlef as possible. I'm very quick, or try to be very quick with your weapon switches. I've put in some shots with Mage, so I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm probably gonna switch my weapon soon. Go into the middle first. Now I'm just running. I'm just focusing on just running around right now. Took a bit of damage, but unlucky. But I have so much food that I almost can't afford to take that much damage. Take a little bit of damage, so. Let's do one more tornadoes just to kind of see what to do. So try to get as close as possible to Hunlef when the tornadoes appear. And then just move outwards in a square. I liked, again, standing on this tile. Okay, again, try to move close to Hunlef, and then run. Run outwards. And as you're running, just eat, 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 eat. And of course, you want to maintain your prayer, too. So while you're running around, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to Hunlef's attacks, and switching your prayers accordingly. See, I was ready to go in to Hunlef when the tornadoes appeared, so let's do one more just in case, because I kind of need to. I am super broke, so okay, we're gonna do this. Keep our prayer on. It's all chill. Can even have Piety on. Forgot to do that. Okay. Now I'm going to assume I didn't just encounter that mob, so if I see a big mob, I'm going to also kill that. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction, which is kind of good for this video. Shows that you can make mistakes and still be okay. I'm going to keep Piety on and just try to kill this mob. Okay. Let's grab this. I don't care about fish. If that was like trees, I would go for it, but I don't care about fish. I'm just gonna keep my prayer on because I can. This is gonna be a tough one, which is good. Did I encounter any bosses? I didn't encounter any boss. Okay. Grab my this. Okay. Luckily, I have a lot of shards and I got all my resources. So I'm gonna make all of this. While I'm running around, I'm gonna crush up my shards. I'm gonna get rid of this, this. My inventory is nice and clean now. Holy moly. I can go ahead and make my potions. And I'm gonna even just use one. Use a dose. Let's keep this on. Just kill the bear. Now I just need to get a bunch of fish and that's it. So the way to get fish is all the tiles or all the rooms around Hunlif tend to have a lot of fish, so we're gonna go for those. So I'm kind of pathing my way towards that, towards those tiles or towards those rooms right now, the rooms around Hunlif. And I happen to just come across some fish, so might as well take it. But Hunlif is over there. I'm moving my way towards Hunlif. Another thing I could have done was just teleport and go around Hunlif like that. Either or, that works too. But I figured I'd save my teleport till the very end. So, see, I'm just pathing my way towards Hunlif. I can even just drink another dose, all good. Now what I can do is I can just drop my scepter, I don't need that. I'll drop a couple fish. I don't even need my teleport crystal, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna grab my fish and be done. I think I'm done, yeah. Okay. Got a bunch of this, so, you know, maybe I want a little bit of extra fish, so I'll just go here. As long as you're coming back to your main room within 40 seconds, you're fine. Oh. Grab this. So 45 seconds, I'm coming back. I already have cooked my fish, but even if I had not cooked my fish, I have enough time to cook it all. So we're not going for speed, we're going for consistency. Get up close and personal. I'm just running away and eating, that's it. Once I'm done eating and running away, I can focus on her work now. I've noted that I've attacked a few times with mage, so I'm going to switch over to range. Get up close and personal again. I was able to get an attack off, even though this tile was red, because I know that I can stay there for a bit. Now I'm gonna run and eat, that's it. Run and eat. Once I'm done running and eating, I can start attacking. Get up close and personal again. I've attacked a few times with mage, so I'm gonna keep my eye on his prayer. Oops. So even if you make mistakes, like you can definitely make mistakes and still survive. As long as you don't keep repeating the mistakes. Again, I'm up close and personal. I've attacked a few times with magic, so I'm going to switch to range. I'm going to run, and I'm just going to eat. Run and eat, run and eat, run and eat. That's it. That's the prayer. But I have so much food. Look at how much food I have. Stand on this tile. Gonna go into the middle as much as I can. Now I'm gonna run out. Again, I'm eating. And I'm getting up close and personal when he tornadoes. and then I run out. I'm even kind of overeating. Like, I don't even need to eat as much as I do. Get on this tile. So yeah, hopefully this guide kind of helped you out, along with those example kills. And yeah, good luck.